Talent Development Hub, your one-stop e-course warehouse for corporate growth. Presenting the Cloud Computing Bootcamp subtitle, Transforming Business with Scalable, Flexible, and Secure Technology. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a technology service model that allows flexible and on-demand access to computing resources, servers, storage, databases, software, over the internet. With the cloud, companies no longer need to invest heavily in physical infrastructure. Instead, they simply pay for what they use, pay as you go. With the cloud, companies no longer need to invest heavily in physical infrastructure. Instead, they simply pay for what they use, pay as you go. Example, think of electricity. You don't build a power plant at your house. You plug into the grid and pay only for what you use. Types of cloud services. Cloud computing has several primary service models tailored to business needs. By understanding the differences between IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, companies can choose the most appropriate solution to support their operations and growth. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Renting raw computing power, storage, and networking. Responsibility. You install the OS, patch software, and manage security. Example, renting a plot of land and building the house yourself. Practical examples, Amazon EC2, Google Compute Engine, GCE, Azure Virtual Machines. PaaS, platform as a service. A framework for developers to build apps without worrying about servers. Responsibility. You bring the code and data. Provider handles the rest. Analogy. Renting a hotel room, utilities and furniture provided. Practical examples, Google App Engine, Heroku, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. A SaaS, software as a service. Ready-to-use software applications delivered over the internet. Responsibility, zero maintenance. Just log in and use it. Analogy, staying in an all-inclusive resort. Practical examples, Gmail/Google Workspace, Salesforce, Dropbox. Cloud deployment models. 1. Public cloud. Resources shared by multiple organizations.
Accessible via internet.
E.g., AWS, Azure. 2. Private cloud. Dedicated infrastructure for a single organization. Maximum control and security. 3. Hybrid cloud. Combined public and private. Use public for scale, private for sensitive data. 4. Multi-cloud. Using multiple cloud providers simultaneously to avoid vendor lock-in and increase system resilience. Key benefits of cloud computing. Cloud computing has become the foundation of modern digital transformation because it offers significant advantages over traditional infrastructure. With flexibility, efficiency, and innovation, cloud computing helps companies optimize operations while reducing costs. 1. Cost efficiency. You pay only for the computing resources you consume, avoiding large upfront investments in physical hardware and data centers. 2. Speed and agility. Provision resources in minutes, not weeks. Experiment faster and innovate rapidly. 3. Global scale. Scale elastically. Deliver the right amount of IT resources exactly when they're needed. 4. Security and compliance. Cloud provider invest billions of dollars on security and offer compliance such as ISO, SCO, and GPR. Challenges in cloud computing. The major challenges in cloud computing generally include a vendor lock-in. Switching providers can be complex and costly due to proprietary service dependencies, making organizations hesitant to migrate. A cost management. While generally cost-efficient, poorly managed or over-provisioned resources can lead to spiraling costs, requiring constant monitoring. A security and compliance overhead. Organizations must diligently manage their side of the shared responsibility model, particularly concerning data encryption, access control, and regulatory compliance. Top service provider in cloud computing. A cloud service provider, CSP, is a company that offers cloud computing services. which include computing power, storage, networking, and various applications, usually on a pay-as-you-go basis over the internet. Based on the provided presentation content, the top CSPs are highlighted in slide 10. Top providers: AWS, Amazon Web Services, the dominant provider, estimated at 32% market share. Azure, Microsoft Azure, the second largest provider, estimated at 23% market share. A Google Cloud, GCP, a major contender, estimated at 10% market share. These companies host the infrastructure that enables all the cloud models discussed: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Case study: cloud computing. The challenge. Company: Retail Wave, a mid-sized e-commerce company specializing in seasonal goods. Problem: Retail Wave operated entirely on its own data center, on-premises. During peak sales, holidays, their servers would crash, leading to lost sales. Their fixed infrastructure costs were high year-round, even during slow months. The cloud solution. Retail Wave decided on a hybrid cloud model, slide 8, to maintain control over their most sensitive financial data while leveraging the public cloud scale. 1. IaaS for foundation, slide 5. They used virtual machines, EC2/GCE, to host their legacy internal ERP, enterprise resource planning system, achieving better uptime and reliability by shifting the physical maintenance burden to the CSP. 2. PaaS for innovation, slide 6. They chose a platform as a service, PaaS solution, like App Engine or Elastic Beanstalk, to build their new customer-facing shopping application. This allowed their development team to rapidly deploy updates without managing the underlying operating system. 3. Serverless for peak loads, slide 11. They implemented serverless computing, functions as a service, to handle dynamic elements like payment processing and image resizing, ensuring instantaneous scaling during massive traffic spikes, Black Friday, and reducing costs to near zero during off-peak times. Case study: cloud computing. The results. The cloud migration resulted in significant gains, validating the core benefits discussed in the bootcamp. Cost efficiency, slide 3. Reduced annual IT expenditure by 35% by moving from fixed CapEx to a variable OpEx model. A global scale, slide 3. Achieved 99.99% uptime during peak holidays and expanded into 3 new geographical regions in under 2 weeks. Agility. Deployment cycles for new features dropped from 6 weeks to 2 days. A security, slide 9. By moving sensitive customer data to cloud-managed databases, they benefited from the provider's advanced security measures, enhancing their overall security posture. Future trends. 1. Serverless computing. Code executes only when triggered. 0. Infrastructure management. Pay per millisecond. 2. AI and machine learning. Cloud providers offering pre-trained AI models, vision, speech, language as API services. 3. Edge computing. Processing data closer to where it's created, IoT devices, rather than a centralized cloud. Conclusion. Cloud computing is the delivery of IT resources from infrastructure, IaaS, to development platforms, PaaS, and finished applications, SaaS, over the internet, using a pay-as-you-go utility model. The core value propositions are global scale, speed, and cost efficiency, as demonstrated by the Retail Wave case study, achieving 99.99% uptime and 35% cost reductions. Deployment models include public, private, and hybrid solutions to balance scalability with control and security, which is managed via a shared responsibility model. The market is dominated by AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, with the future defined by trends toward greater automation and efficiency, specifically serverless computing, integrated AI or ML services, and edge computing.